I wanted to jump in before we get into the video. This camo strategy on the tomb is by far the best, the fastest, the way you want to be camo grinding to unlock your Nebula Camo right now in Black Ops 6, because as of the Season 2 update, the oil trap strategy has been patched and does not work anymore. With the new map comes new camo strategies, so today we're going to use the PPSH and get Nebula unlocked in one game. For those that are on the camo grind, unfortunately the oil trap strategy on Citadel got patched, so you're no longer able to get easy headshots just by using that one trap. So now we got to go back to the OG strategy of just getting deadshot daiquiri as soon as possible and aiming for the head. If anyone's seen the high round strategy with the ice staff, I think we might be able to do something similar to the oil trap strategy when it comes to kills. I don't think it'll count for headshots though, so this is only going to be useful for the special and mastery camos, which is still a good thing, whatever makes the camo grind easier. When you finally enter the Dark Aether Nexus, you are able to get a free Pack-a-Punch upgrade and a Frost Blast ammo type. There's going to be floating rocks in the sky, and if you shoot the right one, multiple will be flying around in a circle around you. You just shoot all of these rocks before they stop moving again, and you'll get a Pack-a-Punch crystal and your alternate ammo type. So when you're building the ice staff, the first thing that you're going to need is this shock mimic that spawns on round 8. When you kill him, he's going to drop a monocle, and then you can go to the next step. Around the map, there's going to be these purple crystals, and when you shoot them, they're going to move locations, and you're going to want them in 2 specific spots that are going to light up some symbols on a wall. So this location right here by depth perception is one of the locations. Now, you're going to see these symbols on the wall. They're Roman numerals 1 through 8. You're just going to shoot them in order. If you can count to 8, you're going to be fine. If not, you sound just like an engineering major. And then once you shoot all symbols, you're going to start some trials here. During these trials, you're going to fight a couple zombies, vermin, parasites, and then eventually you'll get some special zombies as well, which if you want to save the ice staff quest until you can actually make camo progression, that probably makes a lot of sense, but this map has so many special zombies that you might not even need to save this for later. Also, it would be smart to go in with this with lots of ammo. I am just resorting to the combat axe right now just to kill the stupid mimic. Also, when you do run out of ammo, you are able to leave the trial. It will stop the trial, but you'll be able to go regroup, get perks, get ammo, get really whatever you need. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought when you re-entered the trial zone, you would have to reshoot the symbols. I've never actually left the trial before. My theory is when you get to that Opal Camo challenge, you can spawn in as many special zombies as you want. I've progressed the Ice Staff challenge until the second last phase. There's only 5 of them, and now I just want to kill this mimic, leave, and re-enter. And yeah, okay, so you can get as many specialist zombies as you want. Just don't kill all the zombies off because it will progress the ice staff trial and we can just leave. And if it works, I should just have another mimic spawn right here. There it is, Doppelgast and a mimic. So when you get to Opal, you can just go to the tomb and do the ice staff trial, but don't complete it, which you complete it by killing off all the zombies. So just make sure you leave like a purple glowing parasite, vermin, or zombie alive. Kill the Doppelgast and the mimic. When you kill them, leave the trial area, walk back in, 2 more will spawn, and just do this until you've unlocked Opal. And we're not even on a high round 2, we're on round 10. You're not going to need the most overpowered weapons to do this. You can start this on round 8 the second you get that monocle. I also don't think there's a method that would be faster than this in the entire game, even on Citadel with the parasites for the lion sword, or even just using the oil trap on high rounds. Until I actually need special zombies for Opal, I'm going to save the other half of the ice staff trial until I actually need them. In the meantime, I'm going to try and finish off my headshots. I'm going to test a couple spots around the map. It's going to be tedious. There's no exploit cheese this time around, so it's just group up the zombies, try to get them on as flat ground as possible. So honestly, where I am right now might not be the best area to get headshots and just group up zombies. So I'm going to go around and test some different areas. Right by stamina, I honestly don't know how to say the Shrine of Hierophants, whatever it is. This area is not bad to group up zombies for headshots, but when there are mimics or even amalgams, it does feel a little bit claustrophobic. And I just want to say one thing. I don't mind alternate enemy types other than zombies that grab you, like the mimic or the amalgam. But having two enemy types that can grab you at the same time is so frustrating. I've come to the conclusion that spawn is the best spot for headshots. Group up as many zombies as you need, walk them up right by where Rampage Inducer is on this little stage. It's nice and flat, and it's long enough, and it's skinny, so it's going to funnel all of the zombies closer together, and it just makes headshots extremely easy. 500 more, and we are finally done. So according to my scoreboard, I have over 2,000 critical kills, and I've only used the PPSH, so I don't know what else I would be getting critical kills with. I did never end up getting a camo pop-up on screen that I got the camos unlocked for all the headshots, so I'm just going to go for the 2 special camos, which is getting kills with the PPSH at a rare weapon rarity or higher. We're already maxed out at legendary, and I just need to kill 75 armored zombies. And I will say, I also didn't realize that there were armored zombies on this map because their armor fits in so well thematically. And like the design team, chef's kiss, that like great zombie models. All right, that gets 5 big booms. I thought that was going to take a lot longer to get 300 kills. I mean, we did start on round 41, 42, so a couple rounds and special camos are done. I will say, the one special camo challenge that you're never going to get progression on this map is getting mangler kills, because there are no manglers. So unfortunately, you have to go play Liberty Falls or Terminus for that. I will say, I am surprised with how well the PPSH is performing on high rounds. Like, I know we're technically not at the health cap yet at 55, where the zombies all have 55,000 health, but the PPSH is mowing through, and I am getting lots of carnage medals, so I am making progression towards the gold camo challenge of getting 10 rapid kills 15 times. All right, you know exactly what that means. It's time to go finish the ice staff trial. Also, one thing that is really nice about this map when it comes to special zombies, there are so many mimics that will pretend and disguise themselves as random loot that you can pick up. It's pretty obvious that they are mimics, but it's just nice to have even more special zombies, so when you get to that opal camo challenge, you're not getting just a couple specials per round, even on high rounds. Okay, for this trial, I want to get as deep into the trial progress as possible, so I'm getting that Doppelgast and Mimic to spawn. One thing I am finding is when you leave the trial area and enter it, normal round zombies will spawn in, and if you leave the trial for too long, you'll get a lot more enemies than you want. So when you leave the trial, just hustle right back in, and you can return to killing specials, and it works. This is definitely the best method to get special zombies for Opal in the entire game, not even a debate. My original thought going into this map was that if you need parasite, vermin, or special kills, you were going to do the Easter egg step with the statues and just purposely fail those steps to do them over and over again, even though you can only do them once per round. But spawning in 20, 30 parasites or vermin around will allow you to get through those special camos even faster. But you don't even need to do that, because during these trials, you're spawning parasites and vermin. It's not a lot, it's not as much as those statues, but it is faster. You can do it earlier, and you don't have to build and upgrade the ice staff. You can just get to round 8, get the monocle, shoot the crystals, and go right into your camo challenges. You don't have to sit for 30-40 minutes of game time just to get the upgraded ice staff and then do your camo challenges. Well, that is extremely unfortunate. I personally haven't had any game crashing issues until the start of Season 2, and this wasn't just a game crash. My computer blue screened for the first time ever since I built it. So either something in my computer just broke, or the game's very unstable at the moment. And I know lots of people have been having crash issues, but because I blue screened, I, for whatever reason, was not given a recovery save file that you normally see when your game crashes in zombies, at least for solo. So we're going to pretend that my game didn't crash and we're in the same game, because technically, if there was no crash, I would still be unlocking the Nebula Camo in one game. Also, within the span of just a couple of minutes, I'm 26 out of 30 progression for the Opal Camo, so strategy is definitely busted, so take advantage of it. I just realized I don't need to respawn the special zombies over and over again for this trial, so I'm just gonna fly through it, and then we can get to that afterlife camo challenge, which is where we're gonna use the upgraded ice staff for another big brain play I have in mind. Complete the first trial and grab the ice staff part. Then you're gonna wanna do the exact same thing for the second trial and get both pieces of the ice staff. Then you're going to take it to the Dark Aether Nexus. At this wall, interact and it will start another trial. You just have to make sure the ice staff doesn't take as much damage or you'll fail the trial. I'm going to pretend like I meant to fail that trial on purpose because halfway through I did notice something. There was a lot of parasites and vermin that spawn. And this might be another way early on in the game, instead of having to upgrade the ice staff, where you can just spawn in a bunch of vermin and parasites. Realistically, while building the ice staff, before you even have to upgrade it, there's a way to get as many special, vermin, and elites as possible. Just purposely keep failing the trials over and over again. But we want the upgraded ice staff, so let's finish this off. So you remember these purple crystals? What we're going to do is we're going to shoot and freeze 3 of them. You have to do this in a span of 10 seconds. If you don't, you have to destroy the crystals and move the flames until you can actually freeze 3 flames within 10 seconds. And when you get them, you'll get Archibald. He'll come at you and give you some quotes, and that's how you know you're ready for the next step. Back in the Dark Aether, there's going to be these rocks with glowing symbols. You'll recognize these glowing symbols from Modern Warfare Zombies if you played that game. You're just going to shoot the rocks with the ice staff, and the rocks are going to drop towards you, and you can see the symbols a little bit more clearly. When you shoot and find all 3 symbols, then one of the portals is going to be closed. So what you have to do is go back to the overworld. So we're at the overworld where this portal is closed in the Dark Aether, and I guess here it's closed too. You have to shoot the same 3 symbols that you saw on those floating rocks in the Dark Aether Nexus. If you mess this step up, you die. That's straight up it. It teleports you into the air, and if you go through the portal while putting in the wrong symbols, you mess up the step and you die. So make sure that you see the right symbols. When you get the portal opened and you shoot the right symbols, you'll be standing on this island. Just interact with the purple orb, and it will start a last and final escort mission for this purple orb. I guess this is another trial where you could purposely fail and get more zombie types to spawn in, because there are going to be mimics and doppelgasts, and at the very end there is an amalgam that spawns, which counts as an elite zombie. So you could just keep failing this over and over again for specials and elites. But because of the ice staff trial earlier, I have an idea on how to get elites that it will be even better than the Liberty Falls LTG step. All we have to do now is give this orb a few more souls, and we have the upgraded ice staff. Now that we have the upgraded ice staff, and the camo challenge we're on with the PPSH is getting 20 kills without taking damage, we're going to use the ice staff high round strategy. We're going to use the charge attack and shoot it at the ground, but we're going to swap out to our PPSH, and if the theory that I have works, whatever gun you are holding, the kills are going to count towards your gun instead of your ice staff. Reason being, there's a high round strategy when special and elite zombies enter the blizzard from the ice staff. You pull out the, I don't even know what it's called, it's the Desert Eagle score streak, and that will insta-kill specials and will kill the elites in a couple seconds. And the it's not a death machine, whatever it is, the Desert Eagle gets credit for those kills. So my thought is the exact same thing, where you just use the blizzard, pull out your gun, whatever gun you need kills on. It won't work for headshots, but it will work for any special or mastery camos. And we are getting jackrabbit medals, which means that we are getting kills without taking damage. I wanted to jump in and make a quick editor's note. I was watching the gameplay and I counted from the moment I unlocked Opal how many 20 kills without taking damage I got, and I did not get 20 just by using the gun. I'm unsure of if the ice staff strategy works, but I made sure and I counted every time I got 20 kills without taking damage, and it was not enough to complete this camo challenge. So I'm under the belief that the ice staff strategy works if you use the charge shot. I'm still a little skeptical of if it works or not, but I'm gonna have to do some more testing with some of the other DLC weapons we got in season 2. Oh, damn. Okay, Afterlife. It kind of sucks that I unlocked it on a vermin round rather than unlocking it while using the ice staff strategy. But hey, a camo challenge is a camo challenge. Now we just have to get Nebula. Similar to the ice staff trials, my idea has the potential to be a better strategy than the LTG step on Liberty Falls. There are 2 statue heads in the Dark Aether. One of them's by Jug right here. All you have to do is melee this box and pick up the statue head. The other is under this little tree bush, whatever you want to call it. Melee the box again, pick up the other head. Now we're back in spawn with both of the statue heads, and we can place them on these statues. Then, when you have upgraded weapons and all of your perks, you can activate these blood trials. Your health is going to go to 1, so you are going to be a 1-hit kill, which means you are going to be relying on your armor. One of the blood trials is going to spawn doppelgasts. For the strategy I have in mind, do not use these doppelgasts. Just kill all 3 of them off. These doppelgasts also count as elite zombies because they're high value targets. They also have a lot more health than usual, so when you're killing them, make sure you're saving 1 or 2 zombies at the end of the round because normal round zombies will spawn. Okay, so now that the doppelgasts are out of here, we can activate the second blood trial, which is going to spawn in 3 elite electrical mimics. And here is where the strategy takes place. My theory, once again, is we're going to kill 2 of the 3 elite zombies, leave the trial area, walk back in, and start it back up. We got 1 mimic left. I'm going to leave the trial area, despawns the mimic as expected, and now I can go, well, okay. Well, maybe I have to end the round for this one, but my thought was that we could start the trial back up again. Turns out you need to end the round to activate a blood trial again. So I'm going to get through this round, save a couple zombies at the end, and we'll start up the blood trial once again. And all we're going to do now is we're going to rinse and repeat until we kill 10 elite zombies. The reason I like killing the mimics over the doppelgasts is the mimics move a lot slower. They do have ranged attacks, but if you keep your distance, you're not going to die to them. The doppelgasts just move way too fast during blood trials, and you already have 1 health and just armor and a dream. So you have to be a little bit smart, and if you're going to be farming these elites over and over again, do the mimics. There we go. Nebula unlocked. And we're going to finish this trial because we get golden armor plates when we complete both blood trials as a reward. But we're not really going to use them because now we're done with camo grinding. And that was all in one game. I do not remember blue screening at all. What are you talking about? Just as a quick recap on this strategy, it's nice that you can spawn multiple elites per round compared to the Liberty Falls strategy. However, there is no directed mode for the tomb right now. And even when the directed mode comes out, most side quests, actually all side quests, are disabled, so you won't be able to get golden armor plates while doing the directed mode version. If you are a directed mode player, Liberty Falls will be the best. This is a little bit more of a difficult way to get elite zombies as well because you only have 1 health, and it's going to be difficult for those players who are stinky at the game, but it is by far the fastest method for elites. The headshots kind of suck that there's no exploit this time around. Why would they fix an exploit that makes camo grinding easier? It's kind of lame. But even for special zombie types, this map is fantastic. There's just not a good way to get headshots this time around.